Mike. Sports vibes. Thank you for vibing with the bull. The 76ers need to trade for Pascal Siakam. Clutch points. Shout out to them. I'm reading this article. It's a 3-team deal. 3-team trade. And let me know what y'all think, man. If it's realistic, it's probably not even realistic, but it's very fun to talk about. And I like Pascal Siakam. He's a very underrated player. The Philadelphia 76ers will receive Pascal Siakam and Lou Dort. Toronto Raptors will receive Tobias Harris and D'Anthony Melton and a future first-round pick. The Oklahoma City Thunder will receive Chris Boucher, Cork Maz, and a future first-round pick. 3-team, multi-team trade to finally get rid of Tobias Harris. And I'm not saying finally like Tobias Harris is a scrub, because he's not a scrub. And we're not trading him for a crumble cookie. We're getting an underrated player, an underrated star in my eyes, in my opinion. Not a superstar, but a star. Pascal Siakam. And y'all probably saying like this ain't realistic, but just hear me out real quick. And you're probably like, nah, bruh. Nah. You probably like, nah, Mike, you are absolutely tripping about this. Why will we get Siakam when we have Paul Reed, when we have Bo Bamba, when we have Harrell, and then we have the myth, the legend, the one and only Joel Embiid, the MVP of the regular season? You're wondering, like, why would we do that? And this is why. I'm literally looking at it like this. Pascal Siakam's going to replace Tobias Harris. Think about that for a second, because Pascal Siakam, right? He is so versatile. He can defend multiple positions, and he can be multiple positions. And he's a great defender, way better defender than Tobias Harris. Even though Tobias Harris thinks he can stick the best wing player, you can stick him, don't mean you can guard him. That's the problem. You can stick him, and then if he's scoring 55 points to you, it doesn't really matter what you do. You just in his way, but not really getting in his way. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And if you don't know, now you know. Tobias Harris, now you know you're not the best defender. But Pascal Siakam actually literally can stick the wing, the best player on the other team. Literally, he can do that and contain him. Because he's, like I said, he's an elite defender. His athleticism gives him the ability to stick multiple positions. He can stick the wings. He can stick the point guard sometime. He can stick the shooting guard sometime. He can stick the three. He can stick the center. He can stick the power forward. He literally has it all when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. And then the offensive side of the ball. Okay, you're probably saying in the comments right now or thinking to yourself, well, okay, I get that part. He's going to replace Tobias Harris. But what's your opinion on his three-point percentage? Okay, my opinion on his three-point percentage is he never played with a guy named Joel Embiid. And I feel like his three-point percentage would naturally go up because he's playing with the best center, debatably, in the NBA right now. Because he's going to be wide open. So he shot 32%. I think if he can get it to 35, that's average. That would be wonderful. You know what I'm saying? That'd be wonderful. But he has so much in his bag offensively that I think can overtake his low three-point percentage. But I understand that could be a problem playing with Joel Embiid. I understand that. So this is just me being optimistic and hoping that his three-point percentage will definitely get better naturally. And I think Nick Nurse is going to challenge Joel Embiid to give the ball, facilitate the ball a little bit better when he's getting triple team and double team. I think Joel Embiid is going to take it to another level and have at least 6 or 7 assists a game, possibly. I really believe that. I think Nick Nurse is going to challenge all these players. I think Nick Nurse is going to challenge Tyrese Maxey to be a better facilitator of the ball, because the old saying is teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that this team needs to be better at is ball movement, period. Ball movement has to be better with this team. And I think Nick Nurse is a coach that's going to challenge these players. But the one thing I do like about Nick Nurse is that he's definitely coaching the young players. He's coaching the summer league. I want y'all to look up Terquavian Smith when y'all get a chance. He's definitely a baller. I'm not saying he's a superstar by any means. I'm not saying he's a star, but he can definitely be a good role player on this team. I like him. I like his potential. But yeah, this trade, man, I think can do wonders for this team. I think it would be better than just having Tobias Harris getting 30 million, even though this is an expiring contract. So after this, he'll be off the team. But 30 million to have 2 points in a playoff game, and then you say you're the best defender, but you're getting Tatum scored 55 points, and I think in game 6 or was it game 7? One of those games, he scored 55 points. It gave it to him. Couldn't stop nothing, and gave you 2 points. Can't happen. Getting paid $30 million a year. And he's like the third, fourth option on this team if James Harden stays. Siakam, if James Harden stays right now, if Siakam was on this team, he could literally be the second option, third or fourth. I guess it just depends on who's hot between James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and Siakam at that time. We already know the first option is going to be Joel Embiid automatically. And that's if James Harden stays on the team. We don't know what's going to happen with James Harden. This all depends on what James Harden does, but we need to start thinking about Tobias Harris too as well, because I feel like we can get some value back. And this might not be a realistic trade. I'm just looking at this and thinking Siakam definitely can do this, man. He's that versatile. And I think that this could possibly be a good trade for us. Siakam averaged 24 points, 7 rebounds, and almost 6 assists last season. He's a pretty darn good facilitator. He rebounds the ball, and he can get you buckets. He has a lot in his bag. I keep saying that. He has a lot in his bag, y'all, when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, and he's not scared of the moment. One more thing, and one more thing. I gotta get this off my chest. I ain't gonna talk you to death, right? Nick Nurse, right? They won a championship together. Nick Nurse and Siakam won a championship together, so he knows his strength, he knows his weaknesses, and if they do have a good relationship, I think this will be a very good pickup, y'all. Leave in the comments below and let me know what you think, and yeah. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you vibing with me. If you're a Philadelphia 76er fan, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. The off season is just getting started. Let's go Sixers. I'm out.